I spent a week on Mallorca learning Jiu Jitsu from legends and high-level athletes, teaching yoga and just having fun throughout the day. A good day usually starts for me with yoga, some breathwork and definitely some rows later on. Now imagine that all week. At the Mallorca BJJ and Yoga Festival, I trained with high-level coaches and BJJ champions, shared space with other athletes and got to teach my own yoga class. Here's what a typical day looked like for me. I usually start my day here really early while it's still dark outside. I get up so early so I can take part in the first class of the day, a sunrise cacao meditation. It's basically sitting still, watching the sunrise and slowly sipping warm cacao, a nice way to get your mind right to start the day. After the cacao meditation, we went straight into yoga. At this point the sun is already up and shines warm light onto your skin while you flow through your yoga practice. In my opinion, this is the perfect way to start the day. Since I usually spend a lot of time teaching, it is actually always really nice to just take part in the yoga classes as a student from time to time. And when a yoga finishes, it's time for breakfast. I usually eat outside by the pool, watching people jump into classes around the garden. Even though I'm not a big breakfast person, the food here is actually amazing. And honestly, you need the calories. It's easy to get caught up in all the sessions and forget to eat later. When I finish breakfast, I like to hop into my first BJJ class of the day. This time our coach was Mauricio Gomez, an OG of the game and father of the legendary Hotshot Gracie. In this class he showed us different ways of pressure passing and using our body weight to control our opponents and really make them suffer underneath us. I actually like this type of game since I'm not the fastest or most agile guy out there, so slowly cooking my opponents underneath me feels more natural. And when coaches like him demo on you, you feel the difference. There's so much happening that you can't really see. Small adjustments, hidden pressure. It might not look like much, but Mauricio squeezed the life out of me here. I know it's hard for a lot of us, but taking breaks between classes is essential. Grab a good book, chill by the pool or hit the ice bath. It really helps with recovery over the week. And if you need a mental break from all the jiu-jitsu, you can always join a dance class or something fun like that. Just reset a bit before the next row. The open mats here are fun too. There are multiple sessions every day and it's a really cool training environment. You get to roll with people from all over the world, all kinds of levels and styles. What I really enjoy is that everyone's here for a vacation and good vibes. Nobody's trying to take your head off. It's playful, respectful and just about enjoying the rows. That's something I really appreciate about the BJJ community. After some fun rows on the open mat, I jumped into a class with Xande Ribeiro. He broke down guard retention and distance management. He's a great teacher and is able to communicate his approach to BJJ really well. Learning from someone with that kind of skill and experience really makes you look at your game differently.
I always look for that battle position. And I'm on my side, but now I can start to work quadras, triangle. I can start to create space and go for chokes, all right? So that's the only thing. So everything that I'm gonna build up to here is to be able to basically gas pedal on the hip. Everything that I'm gonna do defensively is to get to this point here. It could be foot on the hip, or it could be basically closing the guard. When I say put the frame, is my forearm. Frame, forearm, okay? My shield is my knee shield. It's my shin, okay? So if I say frame, shield, frame, okay? Paddle, the gas paddle here is my foot on the hip, okay? Are we agree on that? So, come in, shield, frame, elegant means elongate your body, it's just a command, paddle. Now, from here I can do whatever. I can turn into my spider control, I can close the guard, I can go back to this and get into a half guard. All right, but basically that's what I'm doing. What makes sure I'm on my side is keeping the load on my top framing system. So because when he puts weight here, allows my body to move. And I can create all this. Does that make sense? If I have to start to do this now it's a problem. Now my back goes on the floor.
His classes are really helpful and fun, and to be honest, one of my favorites. But you have to be aware of one thing. He easily turns a 90-minute class into an over 2-hour class. So make sure you keep an eye on the clock if you got other classes on your schedule. My recommendation for camps like this is to keep some free time in the afternoon. You have to eat at some point and also take care of your body. At this camp I had the privilege of teaching a restorative yoga class for athletes. Most people there train hard all week, and being able to offer a space where they could slow down, breathe and restore their bodies felt really meaningful. It's always an amazing feeling when people walk out of my sessions more grounded and relaxed than when they walked in. My final class for the day was on leg locks with Gian Carlo Bodoni. By that point my brain and body were already pretty fried. If you want to get the most out of seminars like this, I really recommend filming these classes. Seriously. There's so much info throughout the day, and at some point it just doesn't stick anymore. Especially if you're not yet familiar with the concept, it's hard to retain everything long term. That's why having footage to review later is a game changer. After dinner, there was only one thing left to do. Head over to Fight Night, where they had a big screen setup showing the UFC. Watching fights together after a full day of training. Can't really ask for more. I enjoy this event so much because of the variety and options you have throughout the week. You got beginners classes, classes for women, gi classes, no gi classes. So much to choose from. You won't get bored. There's so much to do, but if you feel like doing nothing and taking time by yourself, you can do that. Jiu Jitsu is all around the festival, and the other activities give a nice touch to the event. It's rare to find a place where you can push yourself and slow down at the same time. This week gave me exactly that. Hard training, time to breathe and space to just enjoy the movement. The energy here is special. You learn from amazing coaches, meet people from all over the world and still have the freedom to do your own thing. If you're into Jiu Jitsu, yoga or just being active in a chill environment, this camp is definitely worth checking out. What makes this event really special to me as well is the community. Everyone is here to train, but also to support each other, share tips and just have a good time. You quickly realize it's not just about BJJ or yoga, but about connecting with people who love the same things. And if you're worried about the weather, don't be. We had a few rainy days, but honestly that didn't stop anything. People kept training, moving, hanging out. Sometimes those slower, cloudy moments were actually some of the nicest. Sunshine or not, it's the people and the vibe that make it.